I celebrate my family's genealogy, which is very much family tree, parents, grandparents, etc. The way my family's genealogy has been passed on to me, it is a story of joy, wealth, beauty, art, aesthetic. That's just who my family is. So whenever I sit inside of my family's genealogy, it's really hard for me to understand the American story of abject race, because it's not how my family understands its existence in this country. So for me, there's a sort of inherent celebration and joy in embracing one's own familial genealogy, however horrific or joyous it may be, because one can claim it as their own, and it stops a broader history from being told about one's own experience.
Something I was noodling on about 6 months ago, where if you look at history, maybe back to the theater that tells you have to sit on one side or the other side. If we look at history, there are stories about how we as a people have interacted with each other, which people, a binary set of people, erasing entire groups of people, and how much do we lose by not honoring our true genealogy. So I know there were all sorts of folks in my genealogy that were all sorts of different races, and history and our socio-political construct asks me to focus on one. And what richness am I missing by not being open to the stories about the relationships between all of the different groups of people that flow in and out of my genealogy? It's a much richer story, and one that I don't know about because I've been so socialized generally from the outside to like only focus on one set of folks and skip over the other ones.
That's it, right, yes. Genealogies for me are a map. Histories are a story.
Your genealogy basically doesn't understand the Black experience, like understands a very specific Black experience in America that is not the prevailing one.
It flips the prevailing one.
Correct.
It lives from within the prevailing one and says, but it's what my grandfather says, being Black is hard, but it sure is fun. And that's just the truth of it. That's the truth of it. Being Black is hard, but it sure is fun. Now you could tell that story and it could just be the hard part, or you could map it out and say fun is here, 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 and here. How do you get there? Right? Because again, my understanding, genealogy is a map. Be it a tree, be it a passage from this country to that country to this country. History is a story. History is a subjective story, beginning, middle, end. Maps are open-ended.